What's good, everybody? It's when I'm coming back at you on another video. So this video here, this one here is the video that should wake you up. If you've been asleep, if you've been in a trance, if you've just not been aware of who you are and your true power, this is the video right here. This is the reminder that you needed. And the reminder is that you were him all along. And for the ladies out there, you're her, right? But I know in social media right now, there's like the current trend of saying, oh, that person's him, or I'm him, right? When you end up doing something great or accomplishing something great or just having confidence in yourself, right? I'm here to tell you that you were him all along. Now, I wanted to talk about this quite some time because I think for most people, there's a lack of confidence. And I know that to help build confidence, it's easier to build confidence and belief when you have a string of successes, right? When you have a track record of winning. And I know there's some people that may not have that or may not believe that they have that, because I know everyone has a track record of it. Everyone wins somehow, some way. If you woke up today, you're winning. And you've won if you've made it this far in life. And most people just won't believe that because they believe for year after year after year that they've been down and out and they've been counted out. I'm here to tell you that you were him all along. Right? People look at their past, they look at their previous life experiences, or they look at their upbringing and everything that went wrong, and they use that as baggage. They carry it with them, and that often holds them back, because when they look back and they say, oh, I came from humble beginnings, I experienced all these tough things. Well, you're still here right now. You're still standing on your 2 feet. And that's something to be proud about. Because if you were able to go through so many tough times and experiences and you're still here, then there's nothing that can stop you from going after what it is that you want, from accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish, right? There's people that believe that they were just born unlucky, that they just wasn't given the magic or the secret sauce that other human beings were given, right? The celebrities, the ones that are making the most money, the most famous people, all these things, that they were just a regular person. Not knowing that each and every person on this planet started off as a clean slate. All started off as a child, unaware of anything, not knowing anything, that they learned along the way. And oftentimes people who are quote unquote extraordinary, right? People that are experts, people that are rare to find, hard to replace. Oftentimes those are people that just did the same thing over and over and over and over. That they're just students who became the master, right? And the master is just the student who decided to continue showing up each and every day. That's what allowed them to be him, right? And you also have him within you. You have been him all along. You've been led to believe that you're not him because you go on social media and you see all these other people that appear to be doing well, right? That have their highlight reel, because social media, for the most part, for a lot of people, is just a highlight reel of their lives, right? All the people that are living these quote unquote perfect lives, that everything's going well for them, that they're doing well in all areas. You're also him too. You can also tap into that. You can also bring that forth into your own life. Most people just believe that they're regular human beings and that there's nothing more to them. And so even though him exists within them, they just don't tap into that, or they're just not aware, or they just haven't built the confidence to do that, or they're just afraid to. When you've been him all along, all you need to do is just step into that person. Just believe that you've already won and that there's no obstacle, there's nothing in your way that's going to prevent you from getting there, that's going to prevent you from getting what you want out of life, from what you deserve out of life. That's you burning the boats behind you and saying there's no looking back, that there's only moving forward and doing everything that you can to make that a reality, right? Taking action, even if it's just baby steps, right? Sometimes you can only take one step in front of you. You can only do what you can right now, and that's okay. That's what allows you to keep moving forward, right? See, I've seen another video, and I watched the video on TikTok. It was actually a funny video, but a lot of times jokes have truth to it, and for a lot of people, this video went over their heads, but for me, of course, I completely understand what was said, and this is perfect with this video, right? It was an interviewer. I think he went to like Target, his local Target or something, and he's seen these two young dudes, guys who are probably in their early mid-20s, and he went up to them and he asked them, "Hey, if there's anyone you could trade your life for, like trade lives with, who would you pick?" And so the guy that was being interviewed, he responded, "Oh, that's easy. I'll just pick LeBron James. Like, I would love to be LeBron James." And it was funny because once he said that, the interviewer looked at him and he said, "Why would you say that? Why would you ever trade your life for someone else? Like to be as someone else? Why don't you just work on yourself and level up so that you can be living the life that you want to live, so that you can create your dream life and live your dream life?" When he said that, it was funny because he was roasting the other guy, but they all knew it was a joke, and so everyone was laughing. But then the guy that got interviewed, he dapped up the interviewer and told him, "You're right. It's like, I understand what you're saying. You're right. I agree." And that video, of course, I remember, and it stuck with me because it's just the truth. It's like we're so fixated on other people because social media, the news, the media put certain people on a pedestal and makes you think that they're larger than life figures, not understanding or knowing or being aware that they're a normal human being just like you. They're no different than you. They put on their pants one leg at a time each and every morning, just like you. They were born as a child as a clean slate, just like you. It doesn't matter if they started way ahead of you, right? If they were born into a wealthy family and had all these resources at their disposal, and it doesn't matter. The reason why I say that is because we all have access to the same power. We all have the ability to create the lives that we want to live and to create the person that we want to create, right? To bring out the best version of ourselves that we have in our imagination. And one thing that I struggled with, I used to be mad and frustrated to some degree, right, early on in my life at the world, saying, I'm a good person. I do everything well in school. I do what I got to do. I'm nice to everyone. Why was I one of the few people to have been born in, come from humble beginnings or brought up in less fortunate circumstances? And so I used to be frustrated about that as a kid because there would be times where I would get good grades and my birthday would be coming up or Christmas would be coming up and I would want a gift. And then I would be told that, unfortunately, the gift is at a much higher price point than my family anticipated. And, like things like that where I would just feel so bad and say, why me? Why me? But now, as I've gotten older and I'm at this position now, I can't help but to smile and laugh and be grateful at my humble beginning, because that's given me perspective. That's molded me into the person that I am today, right? And that's added more fuel to a fire, because now the journey from where I was at and where I'm at to where it is that I want to be is going to be that much more sweeter. It was meant to be part of my journey because I will win. It's at this point, it's just a matter of when. It's no longer if, right? It's a matter of when. So having the humble beginnings is just going to make it that much sweeter, right? Because now I understand and I'm aware that I'm him and I've been him all along. And there was no reason for me to be mad, worried, or frustrated about my circumstances or my environment. Because your environment, just like all circumstances, are subject to change at any moment. All I just need to do is bring out the best version of myself, and everything else will be taken care of because everything will fall into place. That is the biggest secret that most people are not aware of about themselves, that they were him all along. And for ladies, her, right? That you're that person. You're them. You've always been them. It's just a matter of, will you tap into that? Will you step into that? Will you become that more often of the time, or show up as that person more of the time, or better yet, all of the time? There's nothing that's actually stopping you from getting to where it is that you want to get to. Most people aren't aware of that. Most people don't operate like that. Most people don't live their lives with that mentality. The few that do are the few that win. You watching this video, you will win. You will win because you believe that about yourself, because you know that to be true. You were him all along. And that's one of the big secrets that's been kept away from you, because it's so much easier for people to just be normal, so much easier for people to be average. And if that's your dream, if that's what you desire, if that's what you want out of life, that is perfectly fine, because I'm not here to judge anybody. What your desires are, your preferences are, is what you decide and want, right? And that can change at some point in the future. Who knows? Not here to judge, but I know that there are those viewers here who want more out of life, who see everything and say, you know what? This isn't an accurate reflection. This is not an accurate reflection of who I am and what I deserve. And rather than being angry and frustrated of my situation, or any of these things, accept it, right? Take full responsibility. Say, you know what? I'm here. I created this. That's okay. It's just as easy as I created it. I can just as easily and even more quickly change it for the better. And that can happen once you accept that you're him all along. That you are him. Because then that means there's no obstacle that's stopping you. That means anything and everything you touch turns to gold. That you are powerful beyond measure, that you are blessed. That there's no one out there that's actually better than you. That you are equally as great as everyone else. And greatness has always been within you. And if you tap into that more of the time, more often, or if not all the time, then you'll immediately stand out from other people. And you don't, as helpful as it is to have prior wins and prior successes, you don't actually need that. Sometimes all it is require you to just accept success, right? And just make up your mind that you're going to win, that somehow, some way it's going to happen, that you're going to bring out the best version of yourself. Success is only a decision away, and it's up to you to make that decision. It's up to you to come to terms that you will win. Once you decide that you will win, and believe that you have won, then that's it. Everything else will come easy and effortless to you, and that you will be living your life as a winner, because you were him all along. So that wraps up the video. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like and subscribe, as we are on a road to 50 subscribers. So all your support is greatly appreciated. So once again, guys, it's Joel, and I'm out. See you guys in the next video.